Hi everyone and welcome to this week's class. So we are going to be looking at over the next few weeks this book called The Sleeper in the Spindle, and this is by Neil Gaiman and it's illustrated by Chris Riddell, and it's a fantastic book. It's really exciting. It's like a twist on a fairy tale, like a modernising the story. So we are going to be looking at this over the next few weeks, and we're going to be creating dances about it. It's very inspirational. I'm going to show you some of the pictures, and we're going to be reading some of the text as well. So first of all, we're going to do our warm-up before we do this, and we are going to come into the space, and what we are going to do is I'm going to call out numbers 1 to 4, and each of these have an action attached to them. So when I call out number 1, you are going to jog on the spot. If you've got space wherever you are, you can jog around the room or around your little space wherever you are. If you haven't got loads of space, you can just jog on the spot. Get our hearts going, keep breathing. Good. Okay, if I say number 2, you're going to do star jumps. So nice straight stars, nothing floppy. Strong arms, strong legs, in, out, in, out. Yeah, good. You can do a little turn if you want to. Okay, when I say number 3, you're going to draw your name with your elbow. So if you've got a really long name, you might want to draw it quite fast. If not, just try drawing your name quite big. Don't forget to dot the I's and cross all the T's if you've got any in your name. I've got one I and a T. So that's our name. And the last one, if I call out number 4, can you show me a balance? So it can be any kind of balance. You have to hold it as still as you can. Okay, it can be a backwards balance, no cheating. If you can, try and hold it without touching the wall or something, do. Okay, so any way you like, but try and balance. Okay, that's number 4. So number 1, jogging. Number 2, star jumps. Number 3, writing your name. Number 4 is balance, whatever you want to do. Okay, so I'm going to mix these up. So let's start with number 2. Let's do our star jumps. Good. Keep breathing. Good. Okay, number 3. Can you write it really big? Okay. Good. So this is really good for using our levels as well. We're going up and down. Well done. Hope you finished that one. Number 1. Jogging on the spot or having a little jog around. Good, good, good. Let me get nice and fit. Well done. Number 4, let's try our balance. So anything you can, really concentrate and hold that balance. Good. Number 2, star jumps. Well done. Number 3, here we go. Okay, if you ran out of time last time writing your name, maybe just write a little bit smaller. Good. Number 1, jogging on the spot. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Keep breathing. You might be feeling a bit tired, but that's good. It's going to get us fitter. Okay, here we go, here we go. Number 2, star jump. Well done. Number 4, straight into a balance. Ooh, try and do a different one this time. I'm going to do something that doesn't matter what it looks like, as long as you're trying to balance on one leg. Well done. Number 3, if you want to, use your other elbow this time. Ooh, that's tricky. Writing with your other arm. Good. And star jumps. Good. Well done, well done. And we're going to end on a balance. So let's do one more. I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to go quite low. There we go. Hold that balance. Well done. Good. Shake out your arms. Now shaky, shaky, shaky. Shake out your leg, one at a time. It's got hard to shake out both at the same time, isn't it? Good, shake everything. Okay, we're going to be looking at some rhythms. Okay, and with our rhythms, we're going to do 8 little claps. So just have your feet in sort of parallel, nice and relaxed. We're going to have 8 claps on our legs. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to have 8 claps on our tummy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to do 8 little taps on your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And do 8 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So try not to speed up or slow down. Okay, we'll try and keep the same beat. We're then going to chop that in half and do 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4. Then we're going to go 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're going to go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, twice. 1, 1, 1, 1. Good. So try and stay nicely consistent with the beats. Okay, all together we're going to go 8, 4, 2, 1, 1. Okay? This is good for coordination, your brain and your body, everything. Ready? 8. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4. 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Again, 1, 1, 1, 1. Good, well done. Right, we'll do that each week and we'll try and speed it up. Love a bit of body percussion and we can add that into our dances later on. That's a really nice thing to do. So what we're going to do now is we are going to take a step to the side. We're going to take a step behind. We're going to take a step to the side and we're going to reach as high as you can. If you haven't got loads of space, just take little steps. That's fine. If you have got loads of space, because wherever you are, you can do giant reaches and that's really nice. Okay, but if not, don't worry, you can just sort of almost step on the spot. So we're going to go side, behind, side, reach, side, behind, side, reach, side, behind, side, reach. But I am going to do different levels. So we have our high reach, we have our middle reach, and we have our low reach. Okay, right, I'm going to see if I can catch you out. Ready? So we're going to go side, behind, side, middle, side, behind, side, middle, side, behind, side, behind, side behind, low, side behind, low, high, 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 low, middle, high, low, side behind, low, good, side behind, high, side behind, middle, side behind, low. Good, well done. Okay, shaking your thing, give your shoulders a roll. So it's really good to use levels, isn't it? Because it makes our dances look really interesting if we're on a high level, middle level and a low level. So we're going to be thinking about that later on in our dances as well. So roll your shoulders backwards. Good, and then roll your shoulders forwards. And take some deep breaths in and out as well. Good, reach up. Okay, and see if you can go onto your toes and hold that. Good. I can cheat because I can touch the ceiling. I've got a very low ceiling. I'm going to drop our arms and put your heels to the floor. Well done, lovely. So I want to talk about The Sleeper and the Spindle. So this is a really interesting book and I'm going to start. I wanted to show you the actual book because the detail is amazing in these pictures. And we are looking at our main character here, who is our queen. And she was treated badly by her stepmother. And even though the stepmother has died, she's still expected to live as society expects her to, ruling her kingdom and marrying a prince. Do you think she looks very happy about that? She doesn't really, does she? And if you look here, you can see it's very formal in her room. Can you see she's got a very elegant sort of gothic-y dress she's got to wear. And you can see there's sort of a little motif, which is like a picture that's repeated, and we do that in dance as well, something that's repeated a lot, of sort of these skulls. I'm showing you that now, and see if you can see that throughout the book. It's really interesting. So this is our main character here, the Queen. And we are looking at today the idea of empowering people, and especially this character who's the woman. And it's quite interesting because in a lot of fairy tales, the women are often rescued by princes and they don't really have a lot of say in what happens in the story. But this is what's so brilliant about this book, is that she makes her own choices. And this isn't about women being better than men, but it's about her making choices and basically looking out for herself and empowering herself. So the main character isn't being rescued, she's actually rescuing herself. This is what we're going to be looking at today. So she doesn't look very happy here, does she? And what happens is, I'm sure we'll read this book in detail, but as she goes on through the book, she and her dwarf friends meet lots of different people and decide to go on a journey to go and find this sleeping kingdom, this kingdom where everyone's asleep, and she's decided to go and see what's going on and see if she can rescue this other princess who is sleeping in the castle. And there's a really interesting line here. I'm just going to read it to you. And it says, she called for her fiancé, so that's someone who she's going to marry, and told him not to take on so, and that they would still be married even if he was a prince and she was a queen. And she chucked him beneath his pretty chin and kissed him until he smiled. She called for her mail shirt, she called for her sword, she called for her provisions and for her horse, and then she rode off out of the palace towards the east. See, that's a really brave thing to do, isn't it? Everyone's expecting her to stay and marry, and she's saying, nope, I want to go on this adventure. And she called for her mail, which is her chainmail, which is like her armour to protect her, and her sword and her provisions, so her food. She got on her horse and she made that decision to go out and go on this adventure on her own. So she is a princess, which is quite an important role. So she's a queen, isn't she? But look, even on this adventure, she's not really treated like a queen. She's sleeping rough. So these are her three friends, who are the dwarves that she goes on the journey with. And you can see here, she's sleeping in a haystack. She's not sleeping in the palace. She hasn't got servants anymore. So she's making these decisions which are hard, but it's making her feel empowered because she's the one making the decisions, and that's really important. So no one's telling her what to do. Although it's difficult and challenging, she's making those decisions to do it. And that's making her feel good, rather than staying in a palace and being given everything, but actually she's not very happy. So the detail in these pictures is so amazing. I hope you can get a book and you're managing to have a look. And this is an amazing picture. This is where they're in the castle and these sleeping people are basically asleep, but they're sort of sleepwalking. And you can see they're very slow, but they are trying to catch them. And you can see here the dwarves, these three dwarves here, are not quite knowing what to do. And who's taking charge and making decisions and taking control? It's our queen, who's the leader. And she's running out, saying, this way, let's go this way. But you can see there's people hanging from windows and trying to reach, but they've all got their eyes closed. I don't know if you can see that really closely. They've got their eyes closed and they are running, trying to capture the princess and the dwarves. So there's so many interesting things, and you can see here, see how dynamic she is. See her movement. She's running compared to the very first picture we saw when she was in bed. And she looks a bit scared. She looks a bit bored. She's sort of pulling the sort of sheets up, isn't she? Not really knowing what to do. So I thought, wow, we have to do a dance about this because it's so exciting and so important. So I thought, what things make me feel empowered? What makes me feel good about myself? And I thought one of the things that I really enjoy doing is cycling. And I love cycling because it gets me from one place to the other quite fast, but also it gets me really fit. And I like to keep fit and healthy. And so I thought, oh, cycling, I like that. The other thing I love to do is reading. So I was really excited when I read that book because I thought, oh, I can read that book, understand all that information in the story, and then I can share it with you as well. So it gives me sort of knowledge and understanding of something I didn't know before. So I love reading. And the other thing I thought is caring. I really love caring for people and looking after people. And that's why I became a teacher, because I love caring for students, and I love helping them learn, especially through dance. And so with those three things in mind, cycling, reading and caring, those are three things that make me feel empowered and excited and confident. So I thought I'm going to create movement around those. So instead of actually cycling, because we're not going to pretend to be on a bike because we're not acting, we are going to look at the idea of cycling. And when I think of cycling, I think of wheels and circles. So I love the idea of showing really big circles with my arms and drawing really big circles with my arms. So like we did with our elbow writing our name, can you show me some really big circles with your arms? Okay, I'm going to do small ones and big ones, and we can use this space, and we can use the space behind us, all over the place. It's like cycling all over the place. Good. My next one was reading. So I thought about opening pages of a book and then sharing the information. So opening pages of a book and sharing the information. So that's my reading. And my last one is caring. And I don't know about you, I love giving people hugs that I really love and care for. So I'm going to do a really big roll and a really big arm wrap. And it's so fun, I'm going to do it again. So I'm going to roll back, I'm going to do a really big roll, I'm going to see someone I really care about and give them a big hug. Okay, so that is that's my little phrase, but I'd like you to have a go at it. So we do our cycling with our arms, big circles, small circles, all over the place circles. We're going to do our reading, so we're going to go open pages and share. Open the pages and share, and then we're going to do our caring where we come down, do a roll and hug, and roll back again, and roll back again, and hug. So I want to do 2 of those. Good. So we're going to try that with music, okay, to bring it to life. So here we go. Have a little practice. Here we go, the cycling. And rolling. Once more. Here we go with the cycling. So that was my empowering dance. Those things made me feel good. Hopefully you'll feel quite good by the end of this class, all these things. And what I want you to do now is get a piece of paper and a pencil if you want to, and I want you to write down things that make you feel empowered or make you things that you feel good about yourself. So it can be school things, it could be reading, writing, art, dance, I hope so. It could be anything. It could be being kind to people. It could be helping at home. It could be riding your bike. You can have the same as me, lots of people ride bikes. So it can be anything you like that makes you feel good. It doesn't have to be an academic thing. It can be anything you like. It can be a feeling that makes you feel good, if that makes sense. So if you wake up in the morning and you're really excited about something, maybe you can put that into movement. And that makes you feel good because it's good to look forward to things, isn't it? And be excited about things. So whatever you want, whatever makes you feel good, I want you to write those ideas down, and then you're going to make a movement about each of those feelings. So even if you come up with 2, that's fine. You might come up with 5, and that's great. And just like I did, I want you to put them together in movement to make up a little empowering phrase. So what you're going to do in a minute is pause me, and then we're going to come back together, and then we'll all practice our dances together. Okay, so before you go, one more thing. Can you think about an end position? Okay, so whatever your last position might be, so mine was the hug, and that was my end position, and I just knelt down, and I just stayed there, and then I was nice and still. Okay, and that's when you know your dance is going to end. So we need a beginning and an end to our dance. Okay, so pause me. Great. So hopefully you've gone away, come up with your empowering phrase, and we're going to try this with some music now. I'm going to do mine again. If you haven't come up with your phrase, don't worry. It's a hard thing to do. So what we're going to do is you can do mine again. I can do it with the music, or maybe you need a bit more time and you can come back later on and do. Okay, so let's try with the music, yours and mine, and actually let's do it twice. So we're going to have our end position, whatever it is. We're going to get up, start again, and we'll go through the phrase twice. Ready? Here we go. Okay, I hope that gave you enough music to finish off there. Okay, well done. Oh, I'd love to see those. I bet they were amazing. I hope I will one day. And I hope they make you feel really good and make you think about things that make you feel empowered. Just like the queen in our story. She went on her adventure and she stopped being a queen in the castle and became an explorer. And we're going to carry on with that story. We're going to find out a little bit more of what happens in that book. So for now, let's come into the space and we're going to do some breathing and some stretching to cool down. So I've got some really nice, relaxing music. Okay. What I want you to do is make a really big star shape, as wide as you can. Feel like you're being pulled that way and that way at the same time. So you're really stretched. Good. Just relax your arms. And then bring one arm up. Just do a nice big stretch over to one side. And relax that arm. And then do a really big stretch over to the other side. Good, keep breathing. Feel that stretch down that side. And reach back over. fantastic. Well, thank you very much, and we will carry this on next week. Thank you.